It's no secret that, on a day-to-day basis, most people claim to lack the motivation necessary to make any significant positive changes in their lives. It's almost a meme in today's culture that people are just generally lazy and unmotivated, helpless against their own primal desires to veg out and scroll Instagram, cringing at the very thought of dropping the phone and cleaning their entire kitchen. Every once in a while, though, something triggers us. Maybe it's a deadline, a post we saw on Instagram, or a Tony Robbins video we just happened to stumble across on YouTube, and it gives us the adequate inspiration needed to perform the actions necessary for improving our situation. But here's something that almost nobody knows. Action is not just the effect of motivation, but also the cause of it. Most people only commit to action when they feel motivated to do so, and they only feel motivated when they feel a certain amount of emotional inspiration. Emotional inspiration gives us the adequate motivation to perform a constructive action. But there's a huge problem with this system. Aside from the issue that inspiration seems to strike us randomly and unpredictably, there's an even bigger problem. Often our negative attitudes towards our bad situations hinders us from experiencing any sort of emotional inspiration towards changing the situation in the first place. If you have an attitude of massive guilt, shame, resentment, or fear towards your current situation, then the very thought of confronting this monster is likely to inspire the very emotions that put you in that situation to begin with. It's a catch-22. So how do you fix this? Well, by realizing that emotional inspiration, adequate motivation to constructive action is not a linear sequence. It's an endless loop, and you can start wherever you want to start. Inspiration leads to motivation, which leads to action, which leads to inspiration, which leads to motivation, etc. If you lack the inspiration or motivation to take constructive action, then do something. Anything, really. Then harness the reaction from that action to give you the adequate inspiration and motivation to take further action. And you might be thinking, well, how am I supposed to do something without any inspiration? Well, whether you realize it or not, you do this all the time. Ever notice you're much more productive after taking a shower and getting dressed? Did you have to have some sort of big inspirational epiphany in order to take a shower? No, it's just something you do. Some actions require little to no inspiration whatsoever, and those are the very action whose reactions you should harness into taking further action. So next time you're avoiding some huge thing you gotta do, don't just sit there and wait for inspiration to hit. Just go and do something. Then harness the reaction from that action to give you the adequate inspiration and motivation to take further action. And this is the do something principle.